Nipsey Hussle passed last week. You're a California guy. You got the marathon shirt on right now. And you followed and supported him for years.
Yeah.
What did that loss, I guess, kind of mean to you? Like, I know it's hard to process for a lot of people, and it still
Absolutely.
is.
Yeah. I'm in an interesting position where I worked for months, hours on end with, arguably the closest person in his life, and then I know people who never met the man a day in their life, and the weight of it is just. And then I'm someone who's had, a couple conversations. I had one really good conversation with him. It's just hard not to be inspired by that man. Still. So like you have people I know that never met him, me met him, few interactions, good conversation, and then knowing someone that literally the closest with him, sleep in the same house, you know what I mean? And just how each lane is affected, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we know, the family, you know how that's gonna be. But then someone who moderately, knew him, but was inspired by him, and then people who were just inspired by him, never met. The reason why I feel like the energy just shifted a certain way, and how that feeling wasn't going away for a while. It still hasn't fully, is because the example he was. And when you have such a leader, a strong leader for the community and for the Black culture, specifically, because there's no secret we're the most influential culture that there is in the world, you know what I mean? There's no secret, we tell you what's cool and all that. So to have someone that was such a progressive thinker or uplifter of the culture, someone that was trying, I was saying this, like there's certain people, whether celebrities or just people with money, like they'll give you fish to eat for the day, but Nipsey was teaching you how to fish to eat for life. And when you have someone like that, to lose that has such a heavy effect, because we don't get many of them. Because think about how many, we're just talking about rappers right now, you know what I mean? If you're just talking about just specifically in that lane of rappers, think about how many rappers are making money, but like they'll give back, and that's great. I love that. Like, that's not to knock, and I'm not saying it's not for everybody. Not everybody has that mind. Some people, we're not taught that, you know what I mean? Some people just have to find this out. You have to dig for the treasure, and then, and some people don't even know how to dig first, you know what I mean? And he this is the only like musician rapper that inspired me on and off a track. You know what I mean? The only one. Honestly, majority of the time when I was listening to Nip, it was an interview. It wasn't even his music, you know what I mean? Like, and I love his music, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I was listening to, I would like look up any interviews I could. And like he was I was like, looking into property and stuff like that, but he was the one that sparked that into me. And maybe it's because I could see someone like him where I see myself in, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, dang, you know what I mean? And that could wake something up, because it's easy to, you see some of these people like trying to teach stuff, but it's like there's like 50-year-old white dude and stuff like that. And like, yes, they're speaking truth, but at the same time, sometimes it's not gonna connect with somebody who just doesn't feel like they don't see themselves in them. Right. Because then they're gonna be like, well, of course you can do that. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be that with them. But to how he was giving confidence, and just how like, you just see how I interact with people. I mean, we had somebody like that was working like in our sound department, whatever, that was a fan, or like came up, and you could see he was excited, but like you could see Nipsey seeing them excited and confident. And like, what's up, man? Yeah, where you from? Okay, cool. Like listening to him, just such a humble dude, and really listen. Like having conversation with him, how he would ask me a question about something and really listen and stuff. Like take that, and I'm like, and I realized like some of our leaders, like your best leaders are because sometimes they're the best students as well. When you have people like, like Oprah and Will Smith, they'll wake up like at 4 a.m. just to read a book before their day starts and stuff, just gaining knowledge, and that's how he was. And I mean, he's sparked such a motivation in people right now, like, and it's unfortunate it took this, but I'd rather this be the reaction to that than, just to mourn, obviously, embrace those feelings, but to have that motivation as a collective group, as a culture, I haven't seen anything like this, to be honest, ever, So I think that was and especially, you know, being out in LA, I mean, you just really felt it. It's just, so, but I think a lot of, you know, to even attempt to level this, a lot of good has to come out of it. And I think there will be, I really do. Like I said, I've never seen this reaction, you know, and you know, since you're young, you're gonna see people of a platform or a celebrity or whatever pass away. And then you're like, oh, dang, that's crazy, R.I.P., and that's about it.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah, I feel
different.
different.
Really different. So yeah, but yeah, I think we'll use the motivation properly.